The Walking Dead is Season 11 episode review video. I can't believe there are only 2 episodes remaining of The Walking Dead since I'm recording this intro before I actually watched the episode. And of course, I was able to watch this episode early on the Amazon Prime AMC channel. So if you're not caught up to the point where I am and rewatching or watching The Walking Dead, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put in the description for you. If that happens to be the case and you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. Make sure you smash that like button, share this video, leave me lots of comments, and subscribe to the channel. This will be The Walking Dead Season 11, Episode number 23. The title of this episode is called Family. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. So about an hour and a half before I was able to watch this episode, which actually was delayed even longer because of daylight savings, I got an Instagram message from somebody I don't know that I actually opened accidentally and read some of it, and then I ended up reading all of it with lots of spoilers for this episode, which actually turned out not to be true, but it was crazy things that they were saying. So always be aware that there are spoilers potentially out there, and be careful what you read or what you view on YouTube if you want to be surprised. So I was going into this episode thinking some crazy things were going to go down, and I already had a preconceived kind of notion, but that turned out to be the case, at least yet. Who knows with the finale? That, of course, will air live for everybody, at least at the moment, they're saying, on November 20th at 8 p.m. Central Time or 9 Eastern. But we start off with another Judith narration focusing on all of our characters of the joint communities at Alexandria and whatnot. She's talking about there's always a cost. She also talks about Carl, Rick, and Michonne, and it shows like a crate or box of all like the cool weapons that have been on The Walking Dead. And then she sees RJ and gives him Rick's hat or Carl's hat. Is that like a passing of the torch? Obviously, there's more things that happen in this episode. Who knows what's going to happen in the finale? And Judith says we didn't know this would be the day everything would change forever. And then we have the intro, and Tyler Davis is having a brief conversation with Gabriel. Negan asks Maggie, any thoughts on how you're going to do this? And Maggie says, what? And Negan says, take out the bitch. And Negan mentions that him and Maggie can take her out without the others. And then Maggie gives her son Herschel a hug. Annie hugs Negan and tells him to be careful, and he says he always does. Judith wants to come with Daryl and Carol, come with them to go back to the Commonwealth, and he says he needs her there at Alexandria. And Judith kind of complains about it. They mentioned something about Michonne, I believe. And then Daryl eventually agrees to let Judith come with. Eugene and Max are reunited. He says he's okay, thanks to her brother, Mercer. Mercer's going to gather some Commonwealth troopers to go after Pamela Milton. Our joint communities are taking the train back to the Commonwealth. I'm going to call them the Alexandrian Army, just to make it easier. And Connie says they're glad that they found Tyler Davis. She's really happy about that. People are yelling and screaming outside Pamela's office or residence. I believe it's her office. Mercer said that Eugene must have had help to escape. Pamela wants a door-to-door search to search for Eugene Porter. Pamela asks someone over the radio something, and it's a B-17 is what she says. I'm not sure what that means, and we didn't find out specifically in this episode, or it was something else, but maybe that's something that will play into the finale. Obviously, I'm expecting some sort of Rick and Michonne news in the finale or scene. And then we have our group that's part of the Horde: Elijah, Aaron, Lydia, Jerry, Jules, and Luke. They're walking with that Walker Horde, and we actually hear some whispering. So they're always keeping the whispers fresh in our head, and I like that because I really like the whispers. Negan, he thanks Ezekiel for getting in front of the firing squad from the last episode. He didn't want Negan to die a martyr. That's what Ezekiel says to Negan. And then Ezekiel says his catchphrase a few times, yet I smile, talking about all the times that he survived when the dead have come for him, also including when he had the cancer that was removed. And then Negan tells Ezekiel he needed a better story about him than the one that he'd been telling people. And he says he finally did something right. And my throat is extremely dry. My lips are dry. So I'm going to take a drink of water here. Ooh. Yeah, I got something. Maybe it's COVID. Who knows? I'm good, but it's just hard to talk. But we have Judith, and she tells Daryl and Carol she hasn't heard from her mom in a long time. And then they talk about Carl dying, saving people. So Carl references in this episode. Princess gets a hold of Mercer through the radio, and he mentions to Princess that Eugene is safe for now. Princess tells him that they're planning to take Pamela Milton down, change things, and Mercer would definitely be okay with that. And then he tells Princess, it's good to hear your voice. Lydia is actually bitten on the forearm, as she's trying to pull Elijah in this trailer that they go into, but she's unable to do that. And while she's trying to do that, Lydia is bitten on the arm, which I did not see coming. And also, Jules and Luke weren't able to get in this trailer. So you've got Aaron and Jerry are in there. Lydia got in there, but Elijah wasn't able to. So she's trying to pull him in, but he gets separated from her. And now Lydia has been bitten. Mercer tells Max his girlfriend is coming back, and she's bringing the cavalry. Lydia is freaking out over losing Elijah. We don't know what happened to Elijah yet. He just got separated from her. And then Jerry cuts Lydia's left forearm off. I think he cut her forearm. I actually wasn't paying attention when that moment happened, so I don't know if he went higher up or it was just like right here. I'm not sure, but certainly he cut something off. And then she, of course, passed out. And then our Alexandrian army has arrived back at the Commonwealth. Pamela's spy, Vickers, that's with Mercer currently, reports to Pamela that Mercer pulled some Commonwealth troopers off of the processing area. Eugene ends up killing I think he kills a Commonwealth trooper that was doing a mandatory search that Pamela had ordered. And you can tell that Eugene feels bad about it. I think he does. Lydia wakes up. She's going to be okay, it seems like, but she definitely needs that arm, or what's left of it, looked at, what is said. Jerry is going to leave and get Elijah, Jules, and Luke, or at least try to. Mercer is going to be arrested by Vickers. Well, he was arrested by Vickers, Pamela's spy. The Alexandrian army is getting fired on by a bunch of random people. I don't know if this was the B-17 that Pamela had radioed, or this is something completely different, or just another group at the Commonwealth. Tyler Davis was shot. I assume he's dead, but maybe he's not. I don't know. Now, there was somebody else that was crawling towards Connie, and I don't know if that was any significant character or just a background character that was at Alexandria. But that person was killed and blood got on Connie, and she was super sad about that. So if you know who that is, and I just missed who it was, let me know down in the comment section, please. Pamela joins in at the shooting of the Alexandrian army, and Pamela was going to shoot at Maggie, and Judith pushes Maggie out of the way, and Judith gets shot instead. And then Daryl says, we gotta go. Pamela says, I feel like Pamela does feel bad about that, because she's like shocked over that. And then she yells, you did this. And then Daryl uses Rick's gun to shoot a fire extinguisher to give them some cover to get out of there, because it was like an ambush sort of thing. And then Daryl carries Judith out. Eugene is out, and he's met up with the Alexandrian army. He even beats up another Commonwealth soldier that was guarding the door that they were trying to get out of. I don't know if he killed them or not, because I was busy typing and looking at the screen. And now the Horde has is in the Commonwealth. Now, Vickers tells Pamela they've lost 15 troopers to the Rotters, as they call them. Pamela can't believe they've gotten in the Commonwealth. Pamela wants all the troopers on places and landmarks and not citizens' houses and stuff, which that actually upsets Vickers, so maybe she'll turn in the next episode. And then Negan sees a variant walker climb. What the fuck? Jules and Luke meet back up with the Alexandrian army, and the Horde is in a bunch of different directions. The Commonwealth troopers are trying to fight off the Horde. Our group is kind of getting cornered into a small area, but Daryl is able to get away with Judith, and then she starts talking. I believe she calls Daryl Daddy, and that's what ends the episode. So we didn't have a lot of deaths of major characters, but this was a crazy episode. I was having a hard time keeping up with things just because they kept going from different thing to different thing. And it was actually tough to figure out who my character of the episode is. So I have to, I'm going to give the character of the episode to Judith because of it was kind of focused on her at times, but other people had some big moments. And special recognition to Pamela Milton. Even though we're not supposed to like Pamela Milton, she certainly had some interesting moments in this episode. So, I don't know what's happened to Elijah. I want to say he's going to die. Obviously, he didn't die in this episode. I wasn't expecting Lydia to get bitten and a limb chopped off. I don't know if Lydia's going to make it to any spin-off shows or if she's just going to be done after the finale, which is going to happen on November 20th. Come back to the channel for that review. I'll try to post it as soon as I can. I might even do a live stream finally on my own channel. But you've heard me ramble long enough. Let me know. Oh, one other thing, going back to the thing that the person that was crawling towards Connie, if that's somebody of significance, make sure you let me know down in the comment section. But you've heard me ramble long enough. Now it's your turn. If you're a fan of The Walking Dead and want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, even 5 more likes on the video certainly help out. So smash that like button, share this video with anybody that you know, or put this video on any one of your preferred social media platforms. Don't forget to leave me a comment in the comment section about what you thought about this episode. I gave it a 10 out of 10 just because it was so fast-paced and crazy. Let me know your score. Tell me who you think the character of the episode is. Any predictions that you have for the finale. If you already know spoilers somehow, some way, please don't give spoilers. I mean, they could be theories, but certainly let me know what your predictions are for the Walking Dead finale. Obviously, it's the finale of the main Walking Dead show, but the Walking Dead will continue on. And then last but certainly not least, you're already watching the video anyway, so don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel, join the team, share your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.